Today's life simulation is *** the life of an immortal cultivator. *** you have just been born. Unfortunately, you were born in a world of immortal cultivation. You grow up in a small village. One day, a low-level demonic cultivator enters the village and begins a massacre. Soon after, another cultivator appears and kills him with a single strike. At that moment, you make a decision. One day, you will become someone like him. You are now 16 years old. Everyone who turns 16 must have their spiritual roots tested. Spiritual roots are divided into 4 types. A heavenly spiritual root can form a spiritual vortex in 1 or 2 days. A pure spiritual root requires 1 month. A mixed spiritual root takes 1 year. A false spiritual root takes 3 to 5 years. The more attributes a person has, the longer it takes to form a spiritual vortex. An elder holds your wrist and sends spiritual energy into your body. He pauses. You have a pure spiritual root. This talent appears in only one person among 100,000. The sect will surely devote all its resources to you. At least that is what you expect. You are wrong. The person behind you has just awakened a heavenly spiritual root. He is also a rare genius found once in 100,000 people. In an instant, you lose all attention. The sect gives you a cultivation technique and some spirit stones. You begin forming your spiritual vortex. You succeed on your first attempt. Your ability to sense spiritual energy is far better than that of most cultivators. After 1 month, you successfully form the vortex. But the cultivator with the heavenly spiritual root completed it long ago. He is already advancing to the next stage of Kai refining. Everyone calls him a genius rarely seen in 1,000 years. You are only considered a disciple with good potential. The difference may not appear large, but the sect's resources will never be given to you first. Several months pass. You successfully advance through the Kai refining realm. One day you spar with the genius, you use all your strength. Your movements, timing, and control are almost perfect. For one moment you think you can win. But when he becomes serious, he defeats you with a single move. After the match you leave the sect. It is not because you hate him. You simply understand that this place never belonged to you. From that day on, you become a wandering cultivator. The cruel reality reaches you immediately. You have no money. You do not even own 1 spirit stone. But this is still better than being ignored inside the sect. You accept many dangerous jobs. You escort merchant caravans. You hunt demonic beasts. You explore ancient ruins that no one else wants to enter. You nearly die several times. But because of your talent, you reach the foundation establishment realm within 1 year. Years pass. Pain becomes normal. During cultivation, even 1 mistake can cost your life. You gather every small resource you can find and prepare to form your golden core. The process is unstable. You are no longer a sect disciple. You do not have enough resources to fail and try again. You can only force yourself forward. You endure the pain and continue. In the end, you barely succeed. You enter the golden core realm. Your cultivation is now high enough to become an elder in an ordinary sect. But you continue living as a wandering cultivator. Normal demonic beasts are no longer your opponents. Your power is enough to fight 1,000 ordinary people. You no longer suffer from a lack of basic resources. During an exploration, you find an inheritance left by an ancient master. To obtain it, you must pass several trials. The first trial does not involve fighting. It tests your understanding of the Tao. You must understand the truths carved into a stone tablet. You know every level of understanding requires a price that cannot be recovered. But the Tao contained in the tablet is extremely profound. At first, you cannot understand it at all. You spend 2 months studying it before finally gaining some insight. In the second trial, all your cultivation is sealed. You are given a sword and a piece of jade. You must carve a specific pattern into the jade. You strike the jade with the sword. It does not leave a single mark. You spend another 2 months practicing. At last, your mind and sword become one. The power of the Tao flows through the blade. A mark finally appears on the jade. You pass the trial and obtain the inheritance technique. Its quality is extremely high. It is more than 10 times stronger than the technique of your former sect. You immediately enter seclusion and begin advancing toward the nascent soul realm. 5 years pass. Your cultivation speed increases greatly. But the desire in your heart becomes emptier. At the age of 27, you successfully reach the nascent soul realm. You decide to return to your former sect. You want to challenge the genius who once defeated you. But when you arrive, you do not see a prosperous sect, you see only scorched ruins. After asking for information, you learn what happened. After forming his golden core, the genius became arrogant. He offended a supreme cultivator. The entire sect was destroyed because of him. You do not stay for long. There is nothing left here for you. You continue wandering. 200 years pass. You reach the peak of the soul transformation realm. You establish your own sect. You become its leader. You marry and have children. Your family grows large, but the world has already lost its ordinary meaning to you. Everything passes like the wind. You prepare to ascend. You enter seclusion and gather the spiritual energy in your body. You remain in meditation for 10 years. At last you break through your limits. Your body is transformed. Your bones are rebuilt. Your appearance returns to its youthful form. Your lifespan reaches 10,000 years. You ascend to the immortal realm. Competition in the immortal realm is even more brutal. Everyone who has ascended is a genius. No one is weaker than you. Everyone is powerful. Yet all living beings are still insignificant. No one has truly escaped everything. You continue cultivating without stopping. Because of your patience and willpower, you reach the peak of the golden immortal realm after 3,000 years. Your lifespan reaches 40,000 years. But your heart is emptier than ever. Long years pass. You break through several great realms: void refinement, body integration, tribulation transcendence. Finally, you enter the Mahayana realm. You establish another sect in this world. Your descendants and disciples also begin ascending to join you. Time no longer has any meaning. You defy the heavenly Tao and obtain a chance at eternal life. But higher realms still exist. As always, you continue cultivating. You consume every known spiritual medicine. You practice the strongest techniques of the great Tao. More years pass. Yet your cultivation journey is still only halfway complete. One day black clouds gather across the sky, heavenly lightning descends. Its power is enough to kill 100 tribulation realm cultivators. The lightning strikes your body, you endure it. You resist the heavenly Tao once again. In the end, you become a heavenly venerable. Even after reaching this realm, you do not stop cultivating. Honestly, what else is there for you to do? At first, you continue strengthening yourself. You study the laws of the world. You understand the Tao of creation. You expand your sect into many realms. One era rises, another era falls. You feel almost nothing. Countless dynasties rise and disappear like dust in the wind. Nothing in the world can move your heart anymore. You have no opponents, you have no obstacles. Even breaking through to a higher realm brings you no joy. There is only endless repetition, again and again. You try to remember why you first began cultivating. You search your oldest memories. You remember your small village. You remember your younger self. You remember the cultivator who killed the demonic cultivator. But these memories feel like someone else's life. They no longer feel real. One day you descend into the lower world. You arrive at a small village. A demonic cultivator is causing chaos. A child stands frozen in fear. You quietly watch, then you raise one finger. The demonic cultivator instantly turns to ash. The child looks up at you. His eyes are filled with endless admiration.